Hello, thank you so much for taking time out to join me today. My name is Kim McColl. Some of you know me and some of you don't. Hopefully by the end of this talk, those of you who don't know me will feel like you do, because one of the things I'm here to talk to you about is the importance of being authentically you and very honest in your business. So I'm thrilled to share. I was so excited and honored when asked to share a little bit about what my team and I are doing over these past few years to experience the kind of growth we have. So first off, I want to share a little bit about me. What am I and who am I? They might seem like the same question, but what am I is my background, really. I am a biology and marketing major. I was a technology and services sales rep at one point. I am now a certified health coach, a proud national marketing director with the Juice Plus company, and most importantly to me, lucky enough to be a stay-at-home mom. So that is what I am. But who I am is a person who genuinely wants to help you. Whether you are a person that is trying to make lifestyle changes to be as healthy as you can, I want to help you with that. And if this is something you find the kind of passion for that you want to build a business around it, I definitely want to help you with that as well. So I am a person who's here to help, so hopefully you'll find all this information helpful. What do I want to be when I grow up? I always strive to be happy, kind, and helpful. And I have a 5 and a 7-year-old. My 7-year-old asked me about a year ago one day when we were driving in the car, "Mommy, what do you want me to be when I grow up?" And so I pulled over and put it in park, and I thought about it for a minute, and I turned around and I said, "You know what, Caitlin, you can choose to do whatever you want for a job or for a living or for a profession, but what I want you to be is happy and kind and helpful." And what I realize now is how lucky all of us in this business are, that what we're doing for a living, for an income, for a profession allows us to be all of those things. How do I succeed? My number one rule is really to try to always aim to be empathetic. Empathy is really the ability to truly identify or understand another person's situation or feelings. I believe that cultivating that in yourself will take you so far in this business. The reason is we need to seek to understand before being understood. And this is true of not just our current and potential customers, but also of our current and potential team members. Now, what I have found is being empathetic and truly understanding how someone feels has gotten a lot easier today than it was generations ago. The main reason, in my opinion, for that is that people are living out loud today, right? I think we can all agree. Has anyone ever pulled up behind one of these types of cars? I have not seen the person in this car, but I could probably have a pretty meaningful conversation with them right off the bat. They have already told me a lot about themselves right here. And people are doing that not just through bumper stickers now, but through social media, which we're going to talk a lot about during the course of today's talk. If this person pulled up next to me at a grocery store or a park or a mall, I might stop them. In fact, I would stop them, and I would have a conversation about the product. This person obviously cares about being green, being vegan. They might be extraordinarily interested to hear about what our products are. This person, and I know it's funny, on my way to work, please kill me, that's humorous, but they wouldn't have that on their car if there weren't some truth to it. I'd be willing to bet the person driving this car isn't satisfied in their current career. If you know this person, this might be a great person to have a business conversation with. I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm on Instagram, all these other things a lot. People are posting their voices, their lives, their feelings. When you see friends posting things like this, great people to reach out to about the business. They've already put it, about the product. They've already put it out there. When I had a friend put, "The only thing this juice diet has cleansed me of is my will to live," you better believe that I immediately called that friend and got them on Juice Plus. They're still a customer. I'm on a diet where you cut out all carbs, all sugar, and all happiness. You better believe I called that friend and got them on Transform 30, right? Where they're thriving and having a really, really great experience. These are all things friends of mine have posted that I have contacted and had them eventually join our team. I'm not on a diet. I'm eating healthy. This is already a person that clearly wants to be known as someone that has a healthy lifestyle. They're already sharing that with the world. They already want to inspire healthy living with others. When you think about the fact that our company's mission is to inspire healthy living around the world, take a look around you at the people that are already doing that or aiming to do that. This is something that can completely round out what they're doing. Perhaps they're doing that now and not getting paid for it. You know, what a great way to help them parlay their passion for healthy living into a career. You know, and there's some funny ones over here. Billy has 32 candy bars. He eats 28. What does he have now? Diabetes. Billy has diabetes. So there's a lot of people out there that are trying to educate, even if they're using humor to do it. We have a tool that we can hand these people that they can turn around and help their friends with. This person right here, also reach out to them about the business. I need a vacation, and by vacation I mean I need to move away, find a new job on a beach. Hey, we can do that. My family and I are going to live at the beach all summer this summer. It doesn't mean we have to take vacation from our business. I take my computer, my iPad with me, and we can work from anywhere. People you may not want to reach out to. I also know some people that post things like this. Things I hate about work, waking up, humans, and working. Now, I surround myself with a lot of shiny, happy people, I would say. Look at the room and everyone involved with Juice Plus. However, you know, we all know those handful of people that are the consummate pessimist. They might not be the best people to involve because they are the people that might find something wrong with anything and have that kind of level of toxicity that none of us are looking for. If we can take this person and really reach them on a different level and help them become happier and more fulfilled, then fantastic. But these are not necessarily the people I would be starting with when I see these kind of posts happening. So as I'm looking, as I'm listening, as I'm learning from people, what does that look like? What am I listening for? I already gave you some examples, but I'm also looking for conversations, okay? And I'm going to give you 2 examples. Below is a list of things you might hear people say, or you do, I'm sure, hear people talk about their kids being sick again. This is the year of me, the year I want to get healthy. I wish I had more time with my family. Anyone have any tricks to help my daughter's hair grow faster? So when you hear, these are more obvious things. But I want to give you 2 examples of maybe some not so obvious things. These comments below are things that I heard directly from people I was having conversations with. I also start a lot of conversations, okay? Not dissertations, but conversations. And one thing I am not modeling well as a mother, I will admit, is that whole don't talk to strangers thing. I am not modeling that well for my children. They see me talk to strangers all the time, and I'm going to give you 2 examples of somebody that ended up a customer and somebody that ended up a distributor. First, I was in the grocery store, and I was standing behind a gentleman that opened up one of the refrigerated sections and pulled out a green bottled cold-pressed juice. And I said to him, hey, which one of those flavors do you think is the best? And he responded with this grimace on his face, and he said, oh gosh, I have to be honest, they're all horrible, they're horrific. And I kind of laughed, and I said, why are you getting 8 of them, you know? And he said, you know what? I figure for just $5 a day, because that's how much these cost, guys, $5 a little jar. For just $5 a day, I can hold my nose and chug down this bottle. I think it's like 7 or 8 different kinds of fruits and vegetables. Honestly, I said, please step slowly away from the refrigerator. As a Juice Plus distributor at this point, you think you're getting punked. You're looking around for the cameras because someone could not have said something more perfect. He was thrilled to hear about Juice Plus. He was just a stranger in the grocery store who I asked a simple question to. I was also sitting in Panera one day with my computer, mixing it up a little bit. Instead of working from home, working from a public place, because things like this happen. A group full of moms walked in, new moms, and all their babies were ages birth to 1, I would say. There were probably 8 of them. And a little bit later, in walks a woman who didn't have a child with her. I assumed she was a teacher of some sort, because she kind of took their babies one by one and showed them how to swaddle them and burp them and hold them. And she had a captive audience. I mean, they were hanging on her every word. She was talking a lot about nursing and what the moms should be eating in order to help their babies be healthy. And on my way out, I stopped and I tapped her on the shoulder and I said, "Excuse me, but how long have you been a lactation consultant? You're very, very good at teaching." And she laughed and laughed. She said, "Oh, heavens no, I'm not a teacher. I'm not a lactation consultant. I'm not like getting paid to do this. I'm just a mom of a ton of kids who are already in school, and I really like just to show my friends that are newer moms some of, the tricks of the trade, how to nourish those little bellies." Once again, I'm looking around for the camera. Am I being punked? No, I'm not being punked. I asked one question that turned into a conversation. Clearly, this woman is going to make an unbelievable distributor. So we're looking, we're listening, and we're learning about people, not just the people we're having conversations with in our day-to-day life, but strike up new conversations, right? That's very, very important. Now, when it's time to speak, are you ready to speak? And I mean that sincerely, because I will tell you, when I started taking Juice Plus, and I became a distributor the day I started taking it because the product made immediate sense to me. I knew I'd be sharing it with my health coaching clients, with my family, with my friends. It took me a year to post anything on social media about Juice Plus. Why? Why did it take me so long? I'll tell you why. I was petrified of being that girl, right? That girl that was selling something to her friends on Facebook, right? Now I'm giving a training to many, many people on how I use social media in my business. What happened? What changed? What happened was the more I shared with the people I knew and I was having day-to-day conversations with, the more stories of transformation and healing came pouring in. And all of a sudden, I realized there was no way I was going to be that girl that wasn't sharing, right? I needed to start sharing Juice Plus with the world, with people I knew, with people I didn't know, with strangers at the grocery store, because this product was helping so many people, and I wasn't about to be the one to keep it a secret. I understood that people had a need, and I also understood that it was my role, my mission, to help them understand that we have a tool in Juice Plus. Okay? A lot of people who join my team who know that I have a background in selling say to me, you know what, I'm not good at sales, or I don't want to be a salesperson, or selling makes me uncomfortable. And one of the things that I want everyone to understand is what selling is. First off, we need to embrace selling, because I don't believe in Juice Plus because I'm selling it. I sell it because I believe in it. And I open up plenty of talks that way. And it disarms people right away, because you're being honest, you're being transparent, and you're being genuine. Look, I'm not involved, and you can write that line down if you want. It works for me. I say all the time, look, I'm not involved with the Juice Plus business. I'm not believing in this product because I'm involved with the business. I'm involved with the business because I believe in these products, okay? And I always coach people to keep in mind that selling is simply the transfer of enthusiasm from one person to another. Are you enthusiastic about the products that you're using in your own household? If you are, then share that with somebody. Transfer that enthusiasm onto your friends, your neighbor, your parents, your in-laws. You want them to be healthy with you. My senior quote in high school was, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. I even knew then that this was what I wanted. I just didn't know what this was until I found it. But I knew I needed to love what I did, okay? These are two very interesting before and afters. And I always say it's been so different to make a life and not a living. But in order to do that, I needed to make a choice. when I heard about Juice Plus, I had to get over myself, right? I had to be willing to think outside of the corporate box. I had been with a huge corporation and was doing very, very well, and had lots of flexibility and all those things that you think are wonderful, but none of it mattered to me. And here's the before and after. So I used to work for a company that I didn't care that much about. I spent all my days talking to other companies that I honestly didn't care that much about technology that I really didn't care that much about, all in order to help the health of the company's bottom line. And I called it a career. And it was a career. And it was a good career, but it was a career, okay? Now, after I made a choice, I work with a company that means the world to me. I spend my days talking to the people that mean the world to me about a product that means the world to me, all to help the health of their families. And I call that a life. And that has been a huge, huge blessing for myself and for my family. What are my rules of engagement when I'm having conversations with people? I've already mentioned a couple of them. Be you and be genuine. I don't step into a business persona when I start to have a conversation. My business is me just having conversations about what we're doing as a family, the things that are working for us. I always, always try to remain positive. I think the power of positivity cannot be replicated. I think it's important to be the person you want to be. Even if you're not quite there yet, you know who you want to be, and start being that person, right? Because you are not what you do once or twice. We are what we repetitively and consistently do. So repetitively be positive, be genuine, live a healthy lifestyle, and that's what you will become. I think it's very important, and I normally give like an entire half-hour conversation about starting with your why. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. I had to learn that. And I had to learn that because in Career 1.0, technology sales, I didn't have a why. I only had a what. There was no reason I was doing it other than to, have a career in technology sales and pay my bills and travel and do those things, okay? I wasn't passionate about it. When I first started sharing Juice Plus, I was guilty of sharing the what very frequently with people. Have you heard of Juice Plus? It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, or it's researched, it's this, it's that. As soon as I started sharing the why, people were like knocking on my door to get signed up because I started sharing with people, you know what? I started my family on Juice Plus because something crazy happened when I became a mom. I became desperate, desperate to get healthy foods into my kids. And the amount of guilt that I was feeling every single day not being able to make that happen was crushing. Okay? People can relate to that. They don't know what Juice Plus is. They need to know why you're using it, okay? You are the brand. So I think showing the world the lifestyle you're creating is extraordinarily important. I used to have a business page, Your Healthy Tomorrow. Some of you are probably on that page, and you'll see I don't post anything on it anymore. I strictly use my personal page because my business and my personal life are the same thing now. They're intertwined. There's no delineation between the two. The number one rule for me when I'm engaging people is that if my connection is on social media, and oftentimes it is, that it is still just an invitation to have a conversation. It is not the conversation. It is the invitation to a conversation. Okay, there is no greater secret to success in this business that we're all in than having as many one-on-one live conversations as possible. Live might mean face-to-face. It might mean on the phone. It might be a Zoom call. It might be a Skype. But there's one thing I can promise you, there is not an emoticon in the world that's going to replicate the excitement in your voice, period. We have to still be having conversations. So what am I sharing? Am I posting more about the product or the business? Good question. Neither. I am posting 100% about the lifestyle that Juice Plus has helped me achieve, okay? And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my progression in this business. If my lifestyle is attractive to someone, they're more likely to listen to what I have to share, and that's what I've learned. I spent the first 2 years in this business sharing the product, and I acquired a lot of customers that way. I spent the next 2 years sharing the business, and I acquired a lot of team members that way. Then something happened. I spent a few months sharing the lifestyle, and I went from SSC to NMD in 4 months. And I realized it's because I was inspiring people instead of acquiring people at that point. And that's the difference. Everyone has their own why, so we need to appeal to other people's possible why as well. I think they fall into kind of 3 buckets. One is financial. Maybe people want to offset or cover the cost of their own Juice Plus. Maybe they go into it like me and say, look, I want 6 figures and full benefits. I want this to be a thriving career. Maybe it's financial. Maybe it's a sense of purpose, okay? And for me, that was a big one. Helping people get healthy feels good. I was making great money and had a lot of time flexibility in Career 1.0. I just didn't care. I didn't care about it. I had no sense of purpose. I wasn't helping anyone. So I was drawn to this because of purpose. There are a lot of people out there who also join because they want to be part of a positive and supportive community. They want to make new friends, and they want to go new places like St. Louis, like Dallas, like Phoenix, like Memphis, you name it. They want to come to these amazing events. My approach when I share is very balanced, and it's purposeful. And I tend to share 1/4 funny and relatable things when I'm sharing because I want people to know that I'm human. I share about 1/4 positive and inspiring because I want people to understand that I'm a happy human. I share about 1/4 health and wellness related because I want people to know that I'm a happy, healthy human. And about 1/4 of the things I share are Juice Plus lifestyle related. And what I mean by that, Juice Plus lifestyle related, is that I'm a happy and healthy human due in great part to my Juice Plus lifestyle. What I consider the Juice Plus lifestyle to be is below. Taking our products plus sharing our products, to me, is the Juice Plus lifestyle. And the Juice Plus lifestyle can offer you health as well as financial freedom and time freedom. Okay, so all of those things are so, so important to so many of the friends that you have. Here are some examples. I am human, right? Other people's kids, my kids. Most people can relate to that, okay? This one says it's official. We were snowed in for almost 10 days over here on the East Coast. So it's official. They blizzarded the type A right out of me, introducing the new graffiti wall in Caitlin's room. The fact that I really don't care means I've hit surfer dude status, right? I had so many people texting me and emailing me that they were cracking up on my updates that week of my kids driving me nuts while we were snowed in. They appreciated that. I'm a happy human, okay? So some positive things. I love this one. The elimination diet. Remove anger, regret, resentment, guilt, blame, and worry. Then watch your health and life improve. A lot of people love hearing things like that. And then again, I am happy and healthy because of my Juice Plus lifestyle. This is the kids getting their tower gardens for Christmas. We also got to write up here what they were going to grow. They were going to challenge each other as farmers, but I also got to share with people that they were going to grow tomatoes and cucumbers and strawberries and peas and broccoli, and people were shocked at how much they could grow. I posted when I got the call to speak in Phoenix because I think it's wonderful for people to know that this company gives me and you and everyone these opportunities. So I do try to post a lot about that. Social media is not a microphone, and I think that's where a lot of us go wrong when we first start using it. I used it as a microphone at first. It's not. It's a walkie-talkie, okay? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Voxer, all that. Walkie-talkie, not a microphone, okay? I attribute a great deal of my growth to very heavily relying on Facebook and YouTube to communicate with both my customers and my team as part of two-way conversations, and you're going to see some examples in just a minute. But these conversations when you're having them in social media, have economies of scale, okay? Because you can have conversations with more than one person at a time. How to have a conversation on Facebook. Here's just an example. Word for word what a friend of mine posted not long ago. Ugh, I'm sicker than I've been in years. Does anyone have a secret home remedy that I don't know about? So I posted in the comments section as well as directly on her wall, because we have a lot of mutual friends, I'm so sorry that you're sick. It's not a secret secret remedy, but we swear by Juice Plus to boost our immune systems and to kick a cold. We've been on it 5 years. If we feel the slightest bit of anything coming on, we double up, and for us, it's been the magic bullet. I have some extra, and I'm going to get some in the mail to you today so you can flood your body while you're not feeling well. And then I said, hey, by the way, is anyone else sick? I'm going to the post office anyway. Mutual friends number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 said, yes, I'm sick, or my kid's sick, or my husband's sick. Please send me some. And I did. And guess what? We got a lot of new customers. The other thing I like is when you can start a conversation with a group of people, especially when you didn't start the conversation. A friend of mine posted on Facebook not long ago this article by Randy Zuckerberg, okay? She's an entrepreneur, and this went kind of viral when she posted it. The Entrepreneur's Dilemma: work, sleep, family, fitness, or friends. Pick 3. Okay? So about 15 people started commenting on my friend's post saying, I've only got 2, or here's my 3. 2 of them had felt like rock stars because they had 4 of the 5. So what I do is reach out and say, you know what? This article really made me think. I'm not bragging, but I have all 5. And I love that I have all 5. And I can help all of you get all 5. Let's talk about this. Come over for wine. Because this made me really think about the fact that how many of my friends want all 5 and don't have all 5. Come over. Let's chat. Okay? Perfect opportunity. How to invite everyone to engage. A couple months ago, it was like a dreary, rainy day. I was in the mood to get some Tower Garden activity going because it's about to be spring and Tower Gardens are awesome. So I just said, hey guys, it's yucky and gross outside. What can I do to make myself feel better? Oh, I know. I'll give away a half-price Tower Garden. Now, the details are up above, but think about this. I wasn't giving away a free Tower Garden. I was willing to give away a half-price Tower Garden, and I said right here it's between a $250 and $500 value depending on how you want it configured. So if people commented below, their name was going to be entered into a drawing for 7 p.m. the following day, and I was going to give someone a half-price Tower Garden. Now, I was curious how many of my friends would be willing to pay at least half price for a Tower Garden, because there might be people out there interested in towers that maybe just the price was holding them back, or maybe we just hadn't had the conversation yet. 38 people responded that they wanted to be in that drawing, that they wanted a half-price Tower Garden. So what I had was not 38 comments, it was 38 qualified Tower Garden prospects, people that I know want a Tower Garden, okay? So what I did was made a video with my kids, and here it says, winner, winner, veggie dinner, right? Please watch the video to see who won. I also said in the video, look, I'm beyond excited of how many of you are dying for a half-price tower, and my commitment is to find a way to help each one of you get one, I promise, okay? Within 24 hours, I had made a YouTube video. I wanted to help them get what they wanted, a half-price tower. It's called 2 Steps to Earning a Free Tower Garden. Okay, so step 1 is a half-price tower in this example, which happens to be the Healthy Living Plan, somebody completing the Healthy Living Plan. Step 2 is a free tower, which happens to be someone completing the 2,000 plus plan, okay? But I wanted to make sure all those people knew that I could help them get a half-price or even a free Tower Garden, okay? And beyond that, if they want to do what I'm doing, let's do it. Let's link arms and let's rock it. Okay, so this was so exciting. It was a great way to bring some new people onto the team. I believe that 2 great gifts that you can give your team as a leader is to use social media to help them stay, number 1, duplicatable, and number 2, inspired and motivated, okay? And we use it for both, and I'm going to walk you through that. But one thing I realized during my growth was this. When I started thinking about people on my team and how I could best motivate them, what I realized was the people that were most motivated on my team were the people that had teams themselves. My job as someone's upline, my role as an upline is really to inspire and support and develop someone. I truly believe that your downline is what motivates you. So what I want is for all of my new team members to be able to build a team immediately. We do that through social media. On our team, we just have a one-page email. I keep it in my inbox and email. So when I bring someone on, I forward that email. I don't need to change a thing. And it walks them through clicking on our team Dropbox, our Team Healthy Tomorrow's Dropbox, printing the documents in the launch folder, and it walks them through everything. One of them is a checklist. These are the things we do. One of the things is on-demand training. It has about 3 videos you watch before you start. It has 2 that you watch when you're shooting for DD. It has 3 that you watch when you're going for VF, a couple you watch. So it's got on-demand training that builds on how to use the virtual office, how to read your PVC report. It's got everything in the on-demand training, okay? So that way, when I'm having time with my reps, it's for events, right? Because all that training is right there for them to do on demand. My time spent with them is for events, whether they're 3-way calls or group calls or healthy living parties or, business conversations. We need to be helping with events, okay? Because all of this stuff we can automate. We're not taking the relationship away from our reps. We want to be there linking arms for events with them. But we really want to help them onboard people stat, and this helps them do that. Another way to use social media to motivate your team. We have contests all the time, and we love them. I personally love the quick draw contests, we call them, which are very time sensitive. For instance, this one is, hey, tag your team. Here is a healthy living party outline. What 2 videos to show, when to hand out the order form. It walks you through the timeline for an hour-and-a-half long healthy living party at your home or at a venue somewhere. And I said to my team, okay, first 3 people to host a healthy living party, take a picture and post it here, we'll get $100. We had so many healthy living parties that week that weren't scheduled, that were last minute. We got so many new customers in 1 week because of that fun contest. Social media can help unify a team. So I have a very amazing team member. If you don't know her yet, you will know her soon. She's a brand new QNMD, will be NMD before we know it. Her name is Stacy Whitmer. She came up with something amazing on the way home from last conference. Her wheels were turning, and she thought, you know what? I want to take the next 6 weeks and really get my team on a mission, like a 6-week mission, and wanted to carve it around events. So we went through this, she called me and we started talking about it. And we decided to open it up to people even outside of her team. She was fine with that because she's a very giving person. And we came up with this idea that instead of us telling people up front what the activities were going to be, we were going to ask them a series of 6 questions. If they answered yes to those questions, they were automatically a part of the Super 6 squad and would be receiving their mission pack. Their mission pack is where the activity details would be. And we kind of likened it to Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs go through their training and they make the cut because they're committed and they're willing to go so far to get things done. They have no idea what their mission is going to be until they're told it. All they know is that they're a Navy SEAL because they have what it takes to complete the mission. So these 6 questions identified who on our team has what it takes to do this right now. And the questions were, are you passionate about our mission of inspiring healthy living? Are you committed to growing your business? Do you want to be a national marketing director? Are you ready to link arms with the strongest leaders on our team? Are you willing, and this is a big one, to make your business a priority for the next 6 weeks? And do you believe that all-out massive action over a short period of time will yield growth that will benefit you for a lifetime? Now, We asked people, if you answered yes to all 6 of these, please comment below, please tell us. They are a part of our Super 6 squad, okay? Within 48 hours, we were handing out our mission pack to 100 squad members because I opened it up to my upline and her upline as well. We had 100 people doing this mission. We couldn't have done that without social media. We engaged people and got people on the squad through Facebook. Then we started a 100-person Voxer chat where we had daily trainings and verbiage that we were giving people. Every single person was assigned someone in the squad as an accountability and support partner. What did they have to do? They had to do 6 things as part of the mission. It went for 6 weeks. By the end of the 6 weeks, every person needed a minimum of 30 preferred customers. That means some people needed no more, some needed 5 more, some needed 30 more. But even if you were starting from 0, that was going to be 5 new customers a week for 6 weeks. The expectation was every squad member have at least 30 customers, which also equals a qualified business. That's why we were shooting for that, by the end of the period. All members had to track 4 phone calls a day to new potential customers or team members. And if you do the math, 5 days a week for 6 weeks, that's 120 new contacts that you're making in a 6-week period. Okay? Times that times 100, because that's 100 people doing it. You could see why we had the kind of growth we did. Everyone had to host at least 1 in-person event for themselves, and they had to reach somewhere down in their downline and help host an in-person event for someone in their downline. We all had to host at least 2 Facebook events in the 6-week period, and we were all expected to sponsor at least 1 new team member a week for the 6-week period. This resulted in growth like we have never seen before across the board on all my teams. We just had simple tracking documents, and that was it. That was it, a simple Word document. You print it, you write it down. We didn't even want it to be electronic. We wanted the pen to the paper tracking this. It was awesome. We also use Voxer as social media. A lot of people think of Voxer as a way to just communicate internally with their teams. I use it to communicate also with my customers. I also think it's a great way to connect potential customers and potential team members to other people on your team to have quick conversations. You know, like, hey, I'd love to connect you. There's an app called Voxer. Just download it to your phone because you're so busy and my friend Kara's so busy. But she also had 3 really picky eaters in her house, and she has been able to totally turn it around. And I know she'd be happy to just quickly view a message and tell you some of the things she's done. Okay? Or, hey, you remind me of my friend Kim. She's totally committed to be a stay-at-home mom, but she also really, really wanted to run a business and feel connected to the outside world. You should talk to her. You guys are both super busy. Let me connect you on Voxer. You can at least leave some information back and forth, get some questions answered, and then connect live if you can or if you want to. Okay? So use that as a tool. It's important to know, and I think Brian Rose said this on the HLR Facebook group, and I commented that it was my favorite thing I'd ever heard, and it was. We are a community, not a product. That is incredibly unique and powerful. And I think that using Facebook, YouTube, Voxer, it helps ensure your customer and your team understand that Juice Plus is a community and not a product or a program, okay? Using them wisely, using them as a walkie-talkie instead of a microphone helps people feel a part of that community. When people feel a part of a community, a part of a movement, we've done something right, and we've done something lasting and something we can be proud of. This company is mission-driven. You hear it all the time, but what we mean by that is there's no my team, your team. We're all on the same team, right? We're all on the same team. Here are some examples. Rachel Brewer, Ellen Graham, Michelle Barnett, Casey Slush. I let my social media world hear from them as much as they hear from me. As much as they might love and respect what I have to say, hearing other people echo the same sentiment is powerful. So I think connecting with as many people far and wide as you can in our Juice Plus community and helping your friends hear what they have to say is also going to serve all of us so, so well. The more voices, the stronger the message. I'm going to wrap up with this because one of my favorite things about this business model is that it is the great equalizer. And what I mean by that is that every single franchise owner has the same exact products, the same exact compensation plan. We're eligible to get compensated and earn income on the same numbers of people, and we all have the same 24 hours in a day. So every person in this room, on the phone, whoever listens to this call, can achieve what the very best of the best of the best in this business have done. And sometimes you look at the horse tied to the plastic chair. Sometimes, and I'm going to say most of the time, the thing that's holding us back is us. It's in our head. As soon as we decide that we can have what the best of the best have had, we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and we're going to have fun doing it. We're going to enjoy the journey, you know, not just the destination. It's an incredible life to make. So thank you so much for your time. I truly hope that you got a lot out of this information, and I'd love nothing more than to hear your stories of success and your best practices and what all of you are doing inside of your life and your franchises with your teams to cultivate such a fun life. Thanks so much.